Well, hello again. Little video. This one, as the title says, is birthday special because tomorrow, February the 10th, is my birthday. I shall be 79. Still fighting fit, still healthy, so I'm still here for you to do Railmaster, to do anything to do with the locos, setting up a Railmaster, fault finding in Railmaster, doing the track plans for you, so I'm still here for you. So after that little bit, I will now get on to the other bit. Right, as you know, on my layout there is loads and loads and loads of lighting. They're all controlled through a Train Tech relay called an RL1. It's got two relays in it, so you can have two separate systems. But now, of course, Train Tech has been taken over by Gagemaster, so it's now called a TTRL1. And the contacts on those relays will take 3 amps. So it's quite sufficient for what you most probably want for your layouts. Now, how I control all my lighting and everything else on here, of course, I do it through Railmaster, and this is it. So what I've got here is, up here is the ones for the main lights. So if I now just click this one like that, you see all the house lights go out. All that's left on is the street lighting as if it was night time. So what I've got to do now is to click the little points again and they all come back on. Now then, another part of this is that these yard lights here are controlled from this set of points here. So that when the points are set as they are now, the yard lights come on, because that's the way the locos will go in, or the wagons. If the points are set over to that side, that goes right round the back, through the tunnel, and into the turntable, and then into the sidings at the back. So there's no requirements for these yard lights. So this set of points here control those lights, and I'll show you what that is. So if I actually go to here, these are the points. So if I now just click this one, the yard lights have now gone out. If I now click the points back again, the yard lights come on again. So that's one part I've got in here. I love gadgets. Now another one is just under there. There is a little Train Tech relay, special effects one, which puts on welding in the engine shed. It puts a light on the little van over there. It puts the police box on, and there's a little boy down here with the camera, and it does that as well. And they again are controlled through my system. So that's the one for the van, that's the one for the police box, that's the one for the boy, and that's the one for the welding. So if I just click on the van, you'll see the van come on there. Now I click on the police box, there's the police box on. I'll now click on the little boy. You see the little camera go then, you'll see it again in a second. Well, and then I go on to the welding, which is in the yard, in the shed there. You see it's flashing there? So that is the welding on as well. So I've got all those type of things. I've also got these cars. These cars, there's 5 of them. There's one down here as well. They are from China. They're 12 volt and they're controlled from a switch down on the front here. Just click them on. So that's how they work. So I've got gadgets for everything on this thing. I just love playing. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you 4 locos running and how they actually run in scheduling. So I'll introduce you first. This one is a Serco. This is the Hornbeat. This is a normal 08. There's another one over there which is the DB08, which is a sound one, and you'll see something will happen in a minute between that one and that one. This one is my Bachmann 1P. This got is sound. It's got all sorts of tricks and things into that one. I've got this one here, which is my Gadwall. Now the Gadwall, I'm pretty sure it was the actual first TTS loco that came out by Hornby. I've had it since it came out, so that's how long I've had it. And sitting under here is a magic one. This is my very, very special one. This is this one, which is the Flying Scotsman. This is the Alan Pedler one, which has 2 tenders. It also has a light, bell and cowcatcher. This is the one went to America, but this is all 18 karat gold plated, every inch of it. The buffers, the connectors, the fish, the plate there, the hooks at the back, everything is actually 18 karat gold plated. A gentleman sent me this and also put the sound into it as well. And this is the box that it came in. This is the Flying Scotsman limited edition, 50 years, Flying Scotsman USA Tour. And also in the box is this, which is the plinth, so you can actually display it if need be. But also is that these rails are actually 18 karat gold plated, and also the track pins are 18 karat gold plated. So that is a very, very special loco. Now I'll just take those out of the way for a minute. Also over at the back there you'll see my Bachmann MPV. I'll just bring it out a little bit. Stop it there for a bit. Now, after fact, Bachmann have re-released this one, put it in with the yellow fronts, front and back, also the orange front and back, but also they brought it out in sound. So that is the new Bachmann MPV for 2023. So that is another one. So one thing as you've just been flying around here, you see these little markers here, 1, and it says 3 there, and it says 4 there, and it says 5 there, and 6 there, and there's another one down here which is number 2. As I've said before, I've used cocktail sticks stuck in the ground and painted in white, and then the markers to tell me where the nose of the train should be on a particular train when it's running its running program. But my friend Clive has made me these, and here they are. He's made me 20 of them. Also he's done some forms for me, and what I can do with the form, such as like that one there, when that's in, I can actually say that on that particular one there should be, say, a class 20 with 3 coaches or 2 coaches, whether they're Pullman, Mark 1s, whatever it might be. I can use that and put them and store them on there, so I know exactly where they all go. That is some things that he's produced for me. He's also produced these for me as well, which are headers for the front of the locos. See them? Like that. So it tells you what class of loco and what it's pulling to go on. So you can stick them on the front of your locos and put them in as markers. So that's something I'm grateful for. Thank you very much, Clive, for those. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be running that one, then that one, then that one. And I've got all programs, as I said before, in here. These little green trains are all my programs, or some of them. I don't have to go down this list looking for a particular one. I can put them in here and just press a button on there and the train will actually run. These ones here are train announcements, so I can actually press that to a train announcement and run a train normally. I don't have to put it into a program, but a lot of mine are all in programs any road. So where I do a lot of this now, you can run your trains how you want them. You know, I'm not one for dictating anybody how they run their railways. It's every man for himself, or every lady for themselves, let's put it that way. But what I've got here is down here, there's the clock. Now in here, down the bottom here, there's a little box, click that and you get this. And what I've got there is 4 programs. There's the Shunter, the Crimson, the Scotsman and the Gadwall. Now when these are ticked like this and you click this, this is live. So what happens is when that clock hits 11 o'clock, that lot will kick off. So if you've just gone downstairs to make a cuppa just before 11 o'clock, or whatever time you set it to, this lot will kick off. So it means any more locos or coaches or wagons are in the way, you'll get a right pile up. So always when you're doing this is to take them out like that and click that. It is now safe. All I've got to do to that, to make it live again, is to go back in again and click the boxes. I can click just those 2 and run those 2 if I wanted to, but that's the way you do it. So you can put as many as you want in. So instead of running your trains manually, you can just sit around and watch all these trains do this for you. So it's done all that. Now what I'm going to do now is you go to the first digit here and double click it. And I'm now going to put in 10, 50, 9, 55. Now it's 11 o'clock, this will kick. There we go. Here comes the loco out. Now as I said, there's a difference. This train has not got sound in it. The sound that you're hearing is from that one over there. So this is doing this one. It's now going back again. Signal changes back. That'll stop up there. It's done that. Now what will actually happen now is that this one will now kick in. With the water tower. That will come round to where this man is here. Yep. Away it goes back again. And that will stop, and then this will kick in. But one thing is when these programs are running, over in here you actually see which program is actually running. See, it's gone now changed to the Scotsman. And here it is, in all its glory.
The next train to depart on platform 2 will be the 10:00 hours. The Flying Scotsman service to Edinburgh, calling at York, Durham, Newcastle and Edinburgh only. This train is formed of 3 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the front of the train. A buffet service is available on this train. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
think it's got about one more lap to go now. This is the final section. It will be around again and stop. It's just a matter of getting the timings of each loco. Some locos behave themselves and some of them don't. I've got certain ones in here, every time I do the program it works perfect. Others it's either short or too long, and it's nuts it is, but is that one done? Now this one will kick off. So this is original, I haven't touched anything on this, and it still runs great. This is pulling half of what coaches. I had the second hand from Steve at the Hobby Goblin. He's got plenty of second hand stock in like that, and this is how I picked them up. I've got quite a few coaches and wagons I've picked up this way around. One more lap to go this one. I say, having done these programs, I know exactly how many laps it should do, where it starts from, where it finishes. At the moment my memory's okay, so when I get a bit demented, most probably I'll need all these markers and everything else to put in. There we are. And that is the third one, or fourth one I should say. Now then, one thing you must do now, of course, is to go back into the scheduling one and take all these ticks out, because if you don't, tomorrow morning if you go into your railway, turn it on before what time you started the first one off, you could have the problems, as I said, all the trains crashing. So that is that little bit. Now then, I've got a little question for you now. I first noticed it on one of the first of the Hornby and Model World videos, but it's also now appeared in the one that's just been out on Monday with the same one, and I'll show you what I mean. If I just import this right now, watch this, and I'll show you what I mean by this. Ready?
It's a gamble. Yeah, it's a gamble. Might be a small gamble.
This is calling about the TT120. He's nuts on, right? Look at the wheels.
For Simon, Ed, Carl and Phil, Flying Scotsman is a major design achievement.
Now watch again.
The dawn of a brand new scale and a bold leap forward into Hornby's future.
So tell me, how's that doing that?
Simon and Chris.
Just send me a comment. I know what it is, but also is if you look at the first part of the one that's just come out on Monday, which was the 6th of February, you will see this hovering Flying Scotsman. It's another upgrade from the TT120. They've named designed the hovering 120 or a Flying Scotsman. That's why it's called the Flying Scotsman. It's flying. So that's just a little question for you. How is that doing that? We go back to here now. So that is it for this particular video. If you want me at any time, I'm on 01782 302194. My email address is there as well. Please subscribe and I'll speak to you again soon. Please send me your comments. Thank you.